Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and today is a beautiful day, a unity of Mars and Venus. They coming together to culminate this conjunction tomorrow on the 16th, together with the full moon in Leo. So it is very kind of passionate. It's very uh, balance, like a need for balancing, because depending on the person, depending on our personal preferences, these times can be very beautiful. We can speak about this heightened times of, Hieros Gamos, the holy marriage of this unity of masculine and feminine, of yin and yang. But most of us actually are like bringing it together, right? So sometimes we might find that over the last, it's been going on since beginning of February basically, but now they kind of tighten up. If you look into the skies, you can see how close Venus and Mars is. They might look like one planet, like one star. And to me, probably the symbol of this Hieros Gamos is Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. I picked these particular, spiritual teachers and beings as my, visual aid um, and energetic aid. So you might think for yourself from, the archetypal world, from symbolic world. If you don't want to have beings, you can pick, something from nature. What two symbols of masculine and feminine, for the lack of the better words, the more receptive, the more intuitive, or the more active, the more action driven, what representation would you give it? Okay, and I'm actually going to share screen with you, and I would like to take a look at the chart of the moment. So it's the chart of today, and you can see Venus and Mars. Mars is on 16 degrees 05, Venus 16 degrees 15, but they own the same degree in the house of Capricorn. And in this particular chart, which is, some strange, yeah, is it Ukraine? I don't know why it's, I think the computer thinks I'm in the Ukraine. Well, I'm not, and maybe that's lucky, and because we know what's going on in the Ukraine right now. But these things aside, we have Mars and Venus in the sign of Capricorn. So when we think of the planet Mars as, the symbol, what Mars is, Mars is the ruler of Aries, and traditionally it also ruled Scorpio. So quite powerful signs, right? Aries and Scorpio. And after we found or discovered Pluto, Pluto is now in Western astrology the ruler of Scorpio, but traditional astrologers still use Mars and to rule Scorpio. A day of the week that Mars is honored is Tuesday. Mars rules Tuesday. So on Tuesday, you can honor Mars by doing what you desire, because Mars is the planet ruled by, associated with the god Ares, and that, it's a Greek god of war and passion. So there is something to say about following your desires, knowing your desires, being able to, go forward, be bold enough to dare to get your desires or move towards your desires, follow your dreams, follow your passions. And Mars is the active principle, so sometimes it's connected with the color red, but sometimes if we overthink, it weakens our will, it weakens our solar plexus seat of power, and it weakens our desire to do things. So overthinking is not really like a great idea for Martian energy, but on the other hand, if we don't think at all, Mars is, quite impatient. Sometimes it acts upon impulse, it reacts. and it can create conflict where maybe conflict is not necessary. And here where our Venus comes in, right, because Venus shows our relating style as a planet. It's of course associated with Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, and she is ruling in astrology also two signs. She's the ruler of Taurus and the ruler of Libra. In Taurus, she's all about this earthiness and comfort and beauty and art and, passion as well, sensuality, good comfort, beautiful stuff. And in Libra, she speaks more about relating to one another, creating balance, harmony, diplomacy, using beautiful words to, kind of woo people around you. And she is ruling Friday. So if you want to honor Venus, you can make Friday, you can make things on Friday, you can make things beautiful, you can create some ritual, you can pamper yourself in some way. That would be the Taurian side of Venus. And Venus shows our inner relating style, how we relate to people. So if she's in Capricorn, she can be, a touch distant in a way. She will be loving relating through achievement, through mastery, and through work. She will be interested also in, serious relationships, long-term relationships. She will be not too fast with like frivolous relationships, or just like somebody's pretty or very romantic. She's quite pragmatic in this sense, but it's a cardinal energy. So she will be also wanting to meet people who are interesting, who want to achieve things, who can master themselves. She can be quite disciplined to do things and to follow through. For this Venus, what's important in love will be a partner who can get their shit together, both ways, female and males, non-binaries, and anybody who, wants to join into the crowd. So anything that how you behave in relationships, also you Capricorns like, uh, as I said, in the sense stability, because they like to be in a serious relationships and long-term relationships, and they would probably expect it from the partners as well. So right now, when Venus and Mars are together in the skies, how do we connect or unite or marry these two parts of ourselves? And sometimes I think when we think of like equality or harmony, we always think 50-50. I don't think that's how life works, really. I think we sway, right? It's a circular work, it's a cycles. So sometimes it's more like it's 80% Mars, 20% Venus. Sometimes it's 50% Venus, 50% Mars. Sometimes it's, 40% Venus, 60 Mars, and other way around. So think of your life, of how these two aspects of Mars and Venus work for you. Are you more on the Venusian scale? Are you more, people pleaser, and more on the side of I don't want a conflict, I always want to, keep things in harmony? Or are you more on the Martian side, when you always say what you think and you always have to, go for what you want, independent of what, for example, your partner wants? And how you can balance and harmonize these two aspects of yourself in yourself first, because that's how you are going to see changes in the outer reality. So I wanted to just mention briefly, these things about this beautiful conjunction. And let me just stop this sharing. So I thought I'm going to just show you these two cards, because this is like our Mars, our Emperor in Tarot, and our Venus, our Empress, how we traditionally show these things. I mean, this is not so traditional, but I wanted to use this card because Emperor doesn't mean masculine and Empress doesn't mean feminine. And all of us have these both aspects within ourselves. So with the Empress here, we can see that Empress gives birth. She's creative. She pushes things out. She has this very creative mind and can give birth to different things, including children, projects, all this different stuff. Whereas Emperor, as we can see here, he roots, he grounds, he focuses, he empowers. So both of these aspects are really important, because when we give birth to projects, we want to manifest them. So if this is an idea, if this is a creative spark, we want to see them grow, manifest, grounded in reality. And that's just one aspect of it, right? Just the more mundane aspect of it. But I thought these images were pretty powerful. And when we look for, these little descriptions from Jessica's, because this is the Story Medicine Tarot by Jessica Zinchuk, the first edition. And I just really love this deck. And I love the little booklet that Jessica wrote. And I wanted to share the Empress and Emperor with you. So the Empress, it's called here the Birthing Queen. And she says, I am the powerful drumbeat of all the women, past, present, and future. I pound loudly, so you never forget your strength. I am fertile land and soft clay. I can make something from anything I am given. I am life and the rhythm of all creation. So we see her sitting here on this drum, and 4 directions, and there's this equal cross, which also in Cathars, they had the equal cross. One would be the feminine, what would be the masculine, and the equality of it was really beautiful. And also, of course, it symbolized 4 directions. And then the Emperor here in the booklet also says, I lost it already, there it is, grounded mother. And it says, I am the steadfast heart that grounds you back down on your own feet. I am your deep and confident root system. I am unafraid of the hard work. I know where I am growing. I live in the magic of your birthing hips and your remembering howl. So these two, I thought they are quite primal, and I quite like that energy. And then there is another one from Oracle of Initiation, which is one of my favorite cards. And this one is really powerful for this particular moment. Sorry. Sorry, guys. For this particular moment in time, it's called Sanctified, and it's actually the unified image of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. And in the book, Oracle of Initiation book, which is just incredible, this particular card, Sanctified, is called the Offering of Unity. And temples illuminated is the keyword as well. So Melissa writes here, you are now made holy, holy complete, the true union of the masculine and the feminine reclaimed. You have met the prophecies of divinity incarnated, the embodiment of enlightened humanity. You are the temple re-illuminated. You have been rewarded with great measures, becoming a keeper of the great mysteries. You are a golden carrier of radiant transcendence, illuminating the way for others to follow. And this is Mary Magdalene and Jesus. And when they speak, because the book has like all these different, writing on it. So I'm not going to read everything, but I wanted to share this when they both speak. We are humble servants bowing at the feet of our liberators, you brave souls who carry the seeds of the new template, integrating the holographic totality within the body vessel. This is a pathway out of duality, the re-enlightenment of your clay-footed holiness. You carry the ancient now in complete concord, many voices, one heart. Holy ones, rejoice in the sanctification of all. And sanctify is to make holy, to make sacred. So I think these days, including the full moon in Leo, also very heart-centered, passionate energy, speaks a lot about sanctifying our differences, sanctifying our opposites, sanctifying our relationships, sanctifying and unifying the oppositions and duality within ourselves. And as I said, it's not about black and white and making it gray. It's realigning in the cyclical motion and being wise and using knowledge in a wise way, awareness in awareness. And so that's what I wanted to share about this beautiful conjunction with Mars and Venus. And then I also wanted to just show you a couple of things. So if I do go into my website, I just want to share this for anybody who might be interested. Okay, so if you're not interested, it was lovely to see you, but I wanted to share something with you because two things. Okay, so one thing is this Mary inspired class on devotion and divination. So this is a class where I share a lot of different personal rituals, experiences, resources about Mother Mary, and how you can personalize and reclaim Mary out of the the umbrella of religion, because Mary has deep connections to whole lineage of amazing goddesses that came before her. So you can see a presentation during this class. There is some divination, of course, some spreads that you can use, and so on and so forth. So it's, I think, nearly 2 hours. And this is on special. It's usually $35 to until 12 a.m. on 16th, 16th February. Oh, it's till tomorrow, sorry. Yeah, so it's the last day today. So you can get it for $28. And also there is this reading where is the full heading in 2022, and it expires, I will take it off the website end of February. And in this reading, you will get, it's a recorded reading, it's about half an hour, nevertheless, sometimes more, and you will get Tarot de Marseille and another deck chosen for you intuitively, reading with some other oracle cards added, and also I will look at your astrological cycles, where you're at right now. So it's quite an interesting entrance into an inspiration into 2022. Okay, so other than that, there is some classes that maybe are interesting for someone. So I do have a class on how to read unusual tarot decks, which is $15. I have the class on Tarot de Marseille. I have the class on creative tarot class, how to use multiple decks in one reading. There's balance in tarot class, which speaks about twos and some other balance related cards in tarot. And also, if anybody is interested in astrology, because foremost, I am an astrologer and I love tarot because I love working with image. So usually in my readings, tarot or astrology, you get a mix of both. You get tarot reading and astrology reading a little bit as well. But if you are interested in astrology consultation, which is like in-depth astrology reading, when you find out, all about your sun, all about your moon, your main lessons, your main blockages, your Chiron, some of the asteroids, and so on, you would like to take a look at this life purpose reading. And I have two versions. One is a video recording, which is hour and a half, and you don't see me. I just record the information for you. And there is another option, which is live session. It's the same price. Live session takes 2 hours because when we talk, there's a little bit more exchange. But with the live session, you get to see me. We get to work live. We get to verify straight away what applies to you. Just bear in mind that I live in Europe, so my time is Central European time. And for these readings about astrology, I will need your exact time of birth. So every minute counts here. There's also this asteroid reading. If you had life purpose reading with me, you will get much more in depth with all the many myriads of asteroids that are important personally for you. This is not some regenerated report from some page. I sit down and I personally pick the asteroids for you that, are important, and so on. So this is for someone who wants to deepen the astrological knowledge about themselves. Asteroids give like a little, like, amazing kind of poignancy to the chart, so I really love doing these readings. And then also, if you want just tarot astro session live, it's 150 for an hour. As I said, the full will disappear end of February, and then we have these two bestsellers which I love doing, What Do I Need to Know Right Now, and birthday extravaganza readings. They will stay, because you can get this reading if you don't even know what you want to ask for, but if you need to dive deeper in certain area of your issue or situation, you might write me like what's important for you more. And birthday extravaganza is either as a gift for someone for their birthday or for your own self, a gift to oneself. And I think that's mostly what I have on offer at this moment. So if anybody is interested in working with me, checking out all the different decks that I pick for your readings, they always change. And I'm also thinking of doing some like chakra checkup. I love using sound, so I've got these chakra chimes. I love using, kind of like distant energy empowering techniques, and I would love to, I think, do any of those readings. So if anybody thinks that this is a good idea, please let me know in the comment. Is it something that you think it's an interesting reading? Because I'm thinking of adding maybe one more reading to the website. So um, I'm curious what reading would be interesting to you guys. So if you want to play with me, please let me know. It would be awesome to know. Other than that, yeah, have a lovely weekend when it comes, because it's only Tuesday. But when you work for yourself, you kind of feel like, I don't know, days mix and mish and everything becomes similar. So thank you for watching and enjoy that conjunction. I hope it's going to bring you more unity rather than, opposing conflict. But look into your relationships, look into your own personal duality, and see how you swing and where you react more or where you people please more, and how you can balance this better for yourself and bring more awareness into your relationships by doing that. So thank you for watching, and I speak to you soon. Bye.